shot approximately 10 Nerf darts at my light switch from bed. Missed all of them and slept with the lights on. Called the restaurant to send the waiter back to my table. I paid the pizza delivery guy $40 extra to feed me the pizza he delivered, just so I wouldn't have to stop playing Skyrim. Drove to class. Escalators up to 3rd floor classroom were broken. Went home. Called my mom's office line from the living room to ask her a question. She has a home office. I spent half an hour connecting drinking straws to push a button on my TV monitor because the remote was missing. Not me, but a buddy of mine was laying in bed one morning, picked his nose and had nowhere to put it back in his nose. Recorded myself saying here on my friend's phone, so I could sleep through roll call in class. I was laying in bed with the light on and wanted to go to sleep with it off. I called my house from my cell phone and asked for myself in a disguised voice. When my mom came in to bring me the phone, I asked her to turn the light out when she left, hung up both phones and went to sleep. I put a slice of cheese on a bun because I was too lazy to cut the bun in half and make a proper sandwich. I once typed out a 50-word email with only the mouse and individual letters on the screen using the copy and paste tool. I was too comfortable to move either of my hands, being wrapped up in my blanket. I woke up one night because I had to pee. The toilet is so far away from my room, so I just opened my window and peed down on the street from 2nd floor. I'm still not sure if somebody noticed or not. When I shower, I brush my teeth while simultaneously stomping my poo down the drain. Washed bed sheets. Didn't put the sheets on till 2 months later. I had to go to my child's performance, so I just watched a video of Shakespeare on YouTube instead. It was probably better. One time I was in the bathroom home alone. There was no toilet paper, so I used the cardboard roll. When I was in college, I ordered pizza for delivery because I wanted cigarettes and asked if there was a driver there that would pick me up some cigs for an extra $10 on top of his normal tip. We had a Circle K next door to my apartment complex I could see from my window. The cigs cost me $33. I tried to skip to the good part of a 33-second YouTube video. Once I was laying on the couch and wanted to watch a movie. I was lazy and bought a movie on Netflix while the DVD was 2 steps away from me. My favorite TV show was on in the other room, but I didn't want to get out of bed, so I had my brother FaceTime the TV so I could watch it in my room. My TV was on my dresser and I didn't have a remote. I had turned off Netflix in an effort to go to bed. I decided a few minutes later that sleep is for the weak and decided for more Netflix. I never got up to turn my TV back on though. I watched hours of Netflix on my tiny phone to avoid getting up for 5 seconds. I used to sleep on top of my already made bed just so I wouldn't have to make it again the next day. Used to have one of those clap on, clap off lights in my room. I hated clapping, so I just made an audio recording of me clapping and mapped it to one of the programmable keys on my keyboard. I woke up about 30 minutes late and called in sick to work instead of rushing to get ready for the day. I once went camping and obviously took a sleeping bag with me. When I came home, I dropped it on my bed. When I went to sleep, I put it on my chair, and when I woke up, back on my bed. That went on for over 2.5 years because I was just too lazy to put it in the laundry. TV remote was approximately 2 feet out of reach, so I downloaded the remote control app instead. I was too lazy to do my makeup every day, so I did it once, sprayed it with a ton of setting spray and left it on overnight for the next day. My mother once had asked me to vacuum my room. I then went on YouTube and searched vacuum cleaner sound and blasted it on full volume. She still has no idea. There's a nail that's directly behind my head that I hit every day. It's been there for over a year. I ran out of clean bowls for cereal, so I lined the bowls with foil over the old food and made a bowl of cereal. After that I threw away the foil and did it again the next day. I once watched 2 hours of Antique Roadshow because the cat jumped up in front of the TV sensor as I was flicking through channels and fell asleep. Eating a microwavable meal in bed, I got it all over. I then took off my sock to use as a napkin. I always eat things in the microwave for 111 or 222 because I'm too lazy to move my fingers to the 0 before I hit start. I'm in the military. I once witnessed an officer sit down on a Navy ship in the mess hall next to a window. The sun was in his face. Instead of moving, he calls the bridge and requests they change the heading by 15 degrees. The ship starts moving to the left until the sun was out of his face. He had a really big smirk on himself the rest of his breakfast. In order to not walk 5 feet to my bed, I decided to fall asleep on my recliner, pulling down the window shade a little extra so I could use it as a blanket. Attached my dog's leash to my RC monster truck car and walked her around the cul-de-sac with it, all from the comfort of my living room. I've been sitting on the toilet for 45 minutes cause I don't want to pull my pants up. Slept on the floor for a year instead of putting together my assembly bed. So I was lying in bed and my phone was at 10%. My charger cable was at the end of the bed. Instead of just getting up and grabbing it, I used my headphone cable as a lasso and got the cable on the 20th try. I have a dog and a cat, and I hate sleeping with the door open. Sometimes dog wants to sleep in the bedroom, sometimes dog wants to sleep outside the bedroom. But he never decides until I'm comfy in bed. Solution? Keep a laser pointer on my nightstand. Once dog decides where he's sleeping, I'll shine the laser pointer on the door so that my cat paws it closed. It has now become a routine that my cat will wait by the door for the laser before laying down. Next episode's question is, what is the dumbest thing you've done as a teenager? You can use the link below to submit your answer. The best submissions will appear in next episode.